Back with the market right here in ET Now. If there's one space which continues to see buoyancy, that's definitely the auto pack. I mean, and just so many new launches in the pipeline right now. So let me bring on board Ashwin Patil, Head of Fundamental Research at LKP, joining in to analyze how the Motown space is actually building up in trade right now. Ashwin, hi, great to have you on the show. Ashwin, what's been your observation on ground in terms of A, the launch pipelines, and B, the kind of buoyancy that one is seeing not just in passenger vehicles but in the two-wheeler segment as well? At least that is what the monthly data seems to be indicating.
Hi, Aisha. Good morning. Actually, the auto sector, we have post the GST reforms that we have seen in the month of September. We have seen a lot of buoyancy during the festive season, and we expect some of, if not completely, but a part of that buoyancy to continue going forward as well. Because we have launches, as you pointed, we saw this Sierra launch was launched at a very
Ashwin, got you on a patchy line. We'll just reconnect with you. Of course, talking about the launch pipeline, yesterday it was all about Tata Sierra, the iconic, vehicle from the Tata Motors stable, which did make a comeback in a very brand new avatar. In fact, we had Shrishti from our research desk at the Tata Motors unveiling of the new revamped Tata Sierra at the launch yesterday. Let's get in her word in on what the new launch is like and, of course, what the pricing, etc. also is like.
Well, yes, Tata Motors Sierra is finally here, where in India the official launch is through, wherein this Sierra is coming back on the roads after 35 years long of wait. But along with that, at a very aggressive pricing is what this offering has made into the Indian roads, where Tata Motors say that this particular car will start at a price of just 11.5 lakh rupees. It is indeed fully loaded with a whole host of features and premium features rather to give that cabin feel, and along with that the company has come out with a triple infotainment screen, level 2 ADAS and lots more. But with respect to the pricing specifically, it's expected to give a tough competition to some of their rivals. Indeed, the biggest of all could be Creta. It could be, other than that, Maruti Suzuki's Grand Vitara, MG Hector could be one, and Skoda Kushaq are some of the key competitors for Tata Motors Sierra. But along with that, don't forget that they're going to be competing with some of their own offerings as well, from Safari as well as Harrier. But this offering is indeed different because for now, the kind of features that it has been loaded with, they are outstanding and very conventional and different from the conventional Tata Motors offering. But along with that, with respect to the features, for now, this car comes in with 3 engine options. One of them is the conventional petrol, the other 1.5 liters is the turbo petrol, and 1.5 liters of diesel engine is what the company is offering. But the wait for the EV won't be long when the next fiscal Tata Motors confirm that Tata Sierra EV will be something that they will be looking forward to. So definitely, pricing is one of the key outstanding features. Tata Motors does confirm that it is not an introductory offer. It is expected to be stable for quite some time. At Tata Motors Sanand 2 plant is where this particular car will be manufactured, and analysts do believe that this could be a game changer for Tata Motors in their India business.
Okay, well, so that's the take coming in on the newest launch by Tata Motors, a revamped version of the Tata Sierra 20 years after it was first launched, and at a very attractive price point. So it's going to be important to see what the other SUV makers do in terms of their pricing as well. But let's...
And we've got Ashwin Patil back to try and analyze how the Motown landscape is panning out. And Ashwin, before we run out on time, I want to talk about the new Tata Sierra launch. Everyone in our newsroom seems to be very excited about this newly revamped Tata Sierra and the tech that it has. But tell me, where do you think is the competition for Tata Sierra? And would it be the Hyundais and Kias of the world?
Hi, Aisha. Good morning once again. Yesterday's launch was very heartening for the entire Motown, as well as the customers, as well as the analysts. So I think that they have launched a very good chic kind of vehicle at this price point of about 11.49 lakhs starting, and it is going to take competition head on with the likes of Maruti Suzuki, Hyundai, etc. I mean, those vehicles like the Breezas and the Ertigas and the other vehicles which are there from Hyundai and Mahindra and Maruti's pack. Mahindra is slightly above that price point, but I think that Maruti and Hyundai will be facing a stiff competition from this vehicle, because definitely it is coming at a very attractive pricing and very excellent features and a look which is going to attract a lot of customers. So I think there is a competition heating up in that particular space, the lower the compact SUVs, I would call it. And going forward, as we are expecting the PV industry to grow somewhere in between 5 to 6%, and also considering the GST reforms which are actually quite they have actually put in life into the overall auto industry, particularly into the smaller two-wheelers, as well as into the PV segment, which the lower end of PV segment, which was not performing well, and the SUV segment, which is always has been the apple of the eye. So this is one more addition to that segment, and I think a lot of competition is going to heat up. And this segment, the SUV segment, is which is expected to grow at somewhere near 12 to 15%, can show a very good trigger because of this particular launch.
It's trying to put the car in a bracket of 10 to 20 lakhs, where you have the Creta and the Grand Vitara there. So you're going to see some kind of competition for both the Hyundai and Maruti. Do you think that it's a fair thing that you'll see some traction or demand coming off for some of these vehicles, given the kind of tech it has?
Definitely, that's what I said. The likes of Hyundai and Maruti, the Grand Vitara, Creta, the Brezza, etc. That's what I said earlier. Also, these they are going to face a very stiff competition, because they are definitely in the same price bracket. In fact, Tata Motors Sierra is slightly lower on the pricing range. So definitely, which we have seen a solid response for Creta, the Creta EV. Then Grand Vitara, from Maruti's pack. So that kind of response we are expecting for Tata Sierra as well. And by the end of FY26, the company has also plans to launch an EV version of Tata Sierra. So that is another, will be a feather in their cap. So I think currently now the competition, already the auto segment or the industry is looking quite heartening. The numbers are looking good. Even after the festive season, we are expecting the momentum to continue in the November-December month, which are generally, they are not really very strong months for the auto industry. But this year, because of the GST reforms and the new launches, we are seeing a great, numbers to come in the coming months as well.
And Ashwin, lastly, December is always known as a month of heavy discounting for auto companies. Now, given the competitive price point of Sierra, do you believe that the discounts could be amplified this time around?
Yeah, that can play out, because generally customers prefer vehicles with the new registration year. So December is generally a very lull kind of a month wherein discounts play a lot. But now with the competition coming, and overall, I think the industry is in a sweet spot at this point in time. The passenger vehicle industry as such, in the lower segment, because of this. See, till now the growth was not that strong, but post GST and October month has been quite strong. So I think this momentum will continue in November, December, and discounts will be there. But a lot of since there is a lot of competition heating up in this space. But on the other hand, I would say that the overall volumes are also quite strong. So the discounting may not be that strong as we have been seeing over past few years.
Okay, Ashwin, thanks for your time today. Really appreciate you joining us again and giving your outlook on where the Motown sector could be headed on the back of this new launch.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move away from that conversation and get into a conversation with the management of SIS.